Welcome to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat. Featuring today, IMS Vocab, Episode 70, words 1726 to 1750. Let us begin. Word 1726 is exonerate, spelling E-X-O-N-E-R-A-T-E, meaning to relieve or vindicate from accusation, imputation, or blame. Example: the Supreme Court exonerated the accused after new DNA evidence proved he had been falsely implicated in the case. Etymology note: the word exonerate comes from the Latin ex, out, and onus, a burden. To exonerate is to lift the burden of blame from someone. When the Supreme Court exonerates an accused person, it is literally unburdening them of the weight of a false accusation that may have hung over them for years. Word 1727 is exorbitance, spelling E-X-O-R-B-I-T-A-N-C-E, meaning extravagance or enormity. Example: the exorbitance of the five-star hotel's wedding package shocked even the wealthiest families in South Bombay. Word 1728 is exorbitant, spelling E-X-O-R-B-I-T-A-N-T, meaning going beyond usual and proper limits. Example: the shopkeeper in the tourist town charged an exorbitant price for a simple bottle of water during the Shimla summer rush. Memory aid: exorbitant comes from the Latin ex, out, and orbita, a track. Something exorbitant has gone out of its proper track beyond the bounds of reason. When a shopkeeper charges 10 times the fair price for a bottle of water, he has departed from the orbit of fair trade. Word 1729 is exorcise, spelling E-X-O-R-C-I-S-E, meaning to cast or drive out by religious or magical means. Example: the village priest was called to exorcise what the locals believed was an evil spirit from the old banyan tree. Word 1730 is exotic, spelling E-X-O-T-I-C, meaning foreign. Example: the nursery in Bangalore specialized in exotic orchids imported from Thailand and Malaysia for garden enthusiasts. Word 1731 is expand, spelling E-X-P-A-N-D, meaning to increase in range or scope. Example: the successful chaat stall owner planned to expand his business from one cart to a chain of outlets across the city. Word 1732 is expanse, spelling E-X-P-A-N-S-E, meaning a continuous area or stretch. Example: the vast expanse of the Thar Desert stretched endlessly before the tourists riding camels from Jaisalmer. Word 1733 is expansion, spelling E-X-P-A-N-S-I-O-N, meaning increase of amount, size, scope, or the like. Example: the rapid expansion of the Delhi metro network has connected distant suburbs to the city center in record time. Word 1734 is expatriate, spelling E-X-P-A-T-R-I-A-T-E, meaning to drive from one's own country. Example: the expatriate software engineer returned to Hyderabad after years of working in Silicon Valley to join a local startup. Word 1735 is expect, spelling E-X-P-E-C-T, meaning to look forward to as certain or probable. Example: students preparing for the CAT can expect stiff competition from thousands of ambitious candidates across the country. Word 1736 is expectancy, spelling E-X-P-E-C-T-A-N-C-Y, meaning the act or state of looking forward to as certain or probable. Example: the crowd at the IPL auction waited with great expectancy to see which players the Mumbai franchise would bid for. Word 1737 is expectorate, spelling E-X-P-E-C-T-O-R-A-T-E, meaning to cough up and spit forth. Example: the health campaign urged citizens not to spit or expectorate in public places to prevent the spread of tuberculosis. Word 1738 is expediency. Spelling Expediency, meaning fitness to meet the requirements of a particular case. Example: the politician chose expediency over principle, switching parties just days before the state election in Bihar. Word 1739 is expedient. Spelling Expedient, meaning contributing to personal advantage. Example: it was expedient for the businessman to settle the dispute out of court rather than face years of litigation in the Indian legal system. Word 1740 is expedite. Spelling Expedite, meaning to hasten the movement or progress of. Example: the collector ordered the Revenue Department to expedite the processing of land compensation claims for displaced farmers. Word 1741 is expeditious. Spelling Expeditious, meaning speedy. Example: the train accident response team was praised for its expeditious evacuation of passengers within minutes of the derailment near Howrah. Word family, expedite, expeditious, and expedient all come from the Latin pedes. Foot. To expedite is to free the feet, to remove obstacles so movement speeds up. Expeditious means swift-footed. An expedient is a quick fix that gets you moving, though not always by the right path. The thread is the image of feet in motion. Word 1742 is expend. Spelling Expend, meaning to spend. Example: the mountaineering expedition to Kangchenjunga would require the team to expend enormous energy over several weeks. Word 1743 is expense. Spelling Expense, meaning the laying out or expending of money or other resources as time or strength. Example: the expense of the grand Indian wedding, with its lavish decorations and multi-course feast, often runs into several lakhs of rupees. Word 1744 is expiate. Spelling Exppiate, meaning to make satisfaction or amends for. Example: the reformed dacoit of Chambal sought to expiate his past crimes by dedicating his life to social work in the ravines. Word 1745 is explicate. Spelling Explicate, meaning to clear from involvement. Example: the philosophy professor spent an hour trying to explicate the complex arguments of the Upanishads to the first-year students. Word 1746 is explicit. Spelling Explicit, meaning definite. Example: the builder's contract contained an explicit clause stating that possession of the flat would be given within 18 months. Quick tip: the words explicate and explicit share the Latin placare, to fold. To explicate is to unfold and make clear. Explicit means unfolded, definite. Explode, by contrast, comes from explodere, to clap out, originally to drive an actor off stage by clapping. Both involve opening up, but one reveals while the other bursts. Word 1747 is explode. Spelling Explode, meaning to cause to burst in pieces by force from within. Example: a faulty gas cylinder caused the stove to explode in the crowded kitchen of the marriage hall in Nagpur. Word 1748 is explosion. Spelling Explosion, meaning a sudden and violent outbreak. Example: the explosion at the firecracker factory in Sivakasi killed several workers and injured many more. Word 1749 is explosive. Spelling Explosive, meaning pertaining to a sudden and violent outbreak. Example: the state has large reserves of explosive materials stored at the ordnance factory near Jabalpur. Word 1750 is exposition. Spelling: E-X-P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N, meaning formal presentation. Example: the trade exposition at Pragati Maidan in Delhi showcased innovations from startups across 20 Indian states. Thank you for listening to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat.